Welcome to the Department of Trade and Industry's MSME DigiTalks 2023, the podcast series, the show where we tackle about the latest trends in digitalization and how our small businesses are benefiting from these new technologies.
Welcome to MSME DigiTalks, the podcast series. Happy Tech Thursday mga ka-DigiTalks! Samahan niyo kami para sa mga kapanapanabik at pinakabagong tips, tricks, and trends na maaring makatulong upang mapabuti at mapalago ang inyong negosyo. Ngunit bago ang lahat, for more information, check out the MSME Tech Tools available at the DTI website. As part of DTI's efforts of helping MSMEs embrace the digital economy, the Tech Tools for MSMEs was created for the purpose of affording the public with information about digital tools or innovations that could leverage their business as they convert from their traditional ways to organizational approaches. You may also like and follow our DTI Facebook page and YouTube channel for the 2022 MSME DigiTalks episodes and past podcast episodes. I am your host, Lovely Joy Chan from the Bureau of SME Development, and I'm excited to be here with you all as we explore the exciting world of digitalization for MSMEs in the Philippines. Every month, we will focus on a specific topic that we believe would be very beneficial to our MSMEs. Last episode, tinalakay natin kung ano ang mga key success factor sa pagkakaroon ng online stores para ma-expand ang reach to local and overseas markets. Ngayon naman, ating palawakin ang ating kaalaman in better handling of customer expectations on order fulfillment. Makakasama natin ang isang business owner mula sa Taguig City. He owns a gaming controller customization company founded at the height of the global pandemic. The aim is to elevate the user's gaming experience by creating a high-performance gaming controllers for consoles and PCs. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Cameron Padillo. Thank you for joining us, ka-DigiTalks, Cameron.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Sure, can you tell us more about your company para lang po ma-idea yung listeners natin?
So HYPR Controllers, we make custom gaming controllers for competitive gamers. So what we do is we take regular Sony and Xbox controllers, and then we put in our own performance customizations on it. So we put extra inputs on the back of the controller for ease of use. And we also allow customers to customize their controller by adding their own color, adding their own designs, further personalizing their controllers.
So you have local customers, or you are also able to access international clients?
So we first started off locally. Actually, when we first started, I didn't even know how to make a controller. I only knew a couple of friends who were interested, and I was like, oh, I can sell this to them. So when I first launched here in the Philippines, we probably sold about 10, 15 controllers on our first month. So which was pretty good. Okay naman siya. And then when we started our Facebook page and our Instagram page, that's when it started to double. That's when we started reaching more customers. And then that's where we initially started. And then I just had an idea now, what if we go international? Which I had no idea how to do. And then first, I found DHL. I opened up a personal account with them around December, I think. And then that's when we started reaching our international markets. It kind of happened a little instantly because we were only doing 20 orders, and then right when we opened internationally, when we opened an account with DHL, the next month we doubled that, and then the next month double again, and then from there, it exploded. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sir Eric. But before we proceed with our discussion, now Nagbabalik ang ating DigiTalks expert, Mr. Eric Queppet from the DHL. Welcome back, Mr. Eric. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, lovely. Nice to be back. At excited ako dito sa another episode natin talking about another SME business natin. And Cameron is also, thank you for joining us also for this episode.
And thank you, Sir Eric. Nakwento na ni Sir Cameron kanina kung ano yung company niya, no? Sir Cameron, I just want to ask, given that tama po ba, do you have a physical store right now, or do you solely rely on your online store?
We don't have a physical store where customers can walk in and then they can choose. We operate online, 100% online. We just have an office where we operate, where we assemble the controllers, but we don't have like a physical storefront for customers to come in. So we make sure that because when we first started it was COVID and it didn't make sense to make a store, so it worked out pa naman. So we kept it as is, and we just mainly operate online.
Okay. So, for a company na 100% online stores ang traffic ng customers, how can you share us how important logistics is to your company when it comes to customer fulfillment? How is it parang kailangan nyo po ba na 100% reliable, efficient? Parang how important is a logistics service for you to provide your products or service sa customers niyo po?
Yeah, it's actually very, very important, especially for online businesses, because what we have to establish first is trust with the customer, because there's no physical store, there's nothing tangible between you and the customer when the transaction is made. So it's important to establish that trust, that you are a trustworthy business that will be able to fulfill yung orders ng customer mo. So a big part of that is the reliability in logistics. Ever since before, when I was shopping online, I mainly check out if either DHL, UPS, or FedEx is in one of the shipping rates that the company I'm ordering for offers. Pero if they put in something vague like standard or expedited, I tend not to purchase from them. So there's a trust factor that plays a big factor in setting up, running an online business. So that's what I have to say.
Ayun. Sir Cameron, we mentioned earlier, nag-start yung company mo during pandemic. And can you say na since then, no pandemic, it all happened, we're really not prepared. And from this, what we currently have sa services na meron ang logistic providers, did they improve? Did they adapt? How can you differentiate, or parang can you tell us somehow ba merong growth, may improvement?
Actually, medyo weird nga yung nangyari ng pandemic. We'd expect that everything slowed down because everything was closed down. But e-commerce, everything sped up. Since people nagsistay ang mga tao at home, everyone's shopping at home because at work from home there's nothing else to do. They don't go outside naman. So there was a big expectation that for e-commerce companies, despite the pandemic, to deliver and fulfill orders in record time. Kasi before the pandemic happened, e-commerce, especially in the Philippines, e-commerce was okay lang. There wasn't much expectations, but ever since the pandemic, parang na-ramp up yung expectations sa mga customers to be able to shop instantly. So at first, that was the problem nung pandemic when we first started out was delivering orders in a quick and efficient manner. Companies were still adjusting because this was 2021 and there was still widespread of lockdowns. Shipping companies were still streamlining yung processes nila to adapt to the pandemic. But overall, actually, I think the pandemic kind of helped both parties, both shipping companies and small businesses and e-commerce companies into making our services faster. Kasi the problem posed something na parang the pandemic posed a problem for us. And then we had to solve that problem in delivering more, coping up with our demand, streamlining our processes, ensuring that we deliver as quick as possible, as efficient as possible.
I see. Totoo yan. Kasi parang nahinder yung movement during pandemic time. No? So wala talaga tayong ibang maasahan kundi yung logistics providers. Going back, Sir Eric, na-mention ni Sir Cameron na yun nga, nag-start yun ng pandemic and then hindi rin daw niya in-expect na makaka-adapt ng mabilis, no? Yung mga logistics providers na meron tayo. What can you say? Parang can you tell us po ba ano yung mga how did your parang as a logistics provider na company, how did you adapt during pandemic, and then what are your current status now na natapos na natin yung pandemic and then ngayon nagbabak na tayo, everyone is already moving, tapos ngayon nandito na ulit yung online stores and physical stores. Parang how did you adapt as a logistics provider?
Yeah, lovely. Salamat sa tanong. Unang-una, bago ko sagutin yung tanong mo, balikan ko lang yung binanggit ni Cameron about trust, no? So, very important yon sa mga SMEs natin na gustong sumubok ng uncharted territory o yung mga untested na kagaya ng pag-ship internationally. So, naturally, ang unang tendency nila humanap ng isang reliable partner and yung trust. Yung trust na bibuild yan, di overnight, no? It is built throughout the years, at I think yung company namin was able to build that reliability globally, no? So doon din papasok yung sa tanong mo, no? Paano kami nag-transition during the COVID? Being a global company that operates in 220 countries and 500 plus airports, pinaka-importante sa amin kasi yung contingency plan, no? Na pwede naming i-turn on yan immediately kapag may mga emergencies or mga extraordinary situation kagaya ng COVID. Na day one ng lockdown dito sa Philippines, business as usual kami. Tinurn on namin yung contingency plan namin. Hindi kami nagsara ng stores, no? At the same time, ang top management namin work with the government closely para make sure na makategorize kami as an essential business, no? And awa ng Diyos nga yung DTI, si Secmon pa nun, pinayagan kami na mag-operate dahil nga essential kami sa ekonomiya natin. So from day one, yung stores namin sa mga malls, couriers namin pumapasok, business as usual, no? Kung meron mga konting nagiging problema, we're able to fix that quickly, making sure na hindi ma-feel ng customer yung nagiging transition namin. And ganun din, no? Kapag nagno-normalize na, nagpapalit din kami ng aming operations, no? If we hired extra people nung araw, nire-review rin namin, do we need to have this much number of people na medyo nagpo-normalize na tayo. So that's part of our day-to-day operating plan, no? So, and then yung contingency plan namin, tina-turn off na namin yan, and we go back to the normal processes namin. So I think ganun yung operations na ginagawa namin in making sure na whether pumutok ang bulkan, bumaha, wag naman sana bumalik ang COVID, we are ready na ma-extend namin yung quality service namin sa customers na hindi na-feel ng customer yon at the back end. Pero sa side namin, maraming adjustment yan. Pero we make sure na yung customer hindi niya na-feel.
Thank you, Sir Eric. I think it's really important na nagkaroon na importance talaga when it comes to the delivery of services kahit at the height of the pandemic and even until now. Sir Cameron, na-curious lang ako, no? During your time, since, like, ever since na your company started, were there any cases na nagkaroon ka ng problem with the customer when it comes to the delivery ng orders niya?
Out of all, probably 3 times, and that's
Ano?
it. And I think Sir Eric and Aya knows how many we've sent out. But the success rate talaga, it's amazing. I've used before, gumamit na rin ako ng ibang couriers before I had an exclusive partnership with DHL. I had problems, and then ever since I signed on with DHL, 3, and I think it's not their fault pa.
Pero parang unforeseen factors pa yun.
There's unforeseen factors kasi like the States is different siya from the Philippines. Sa States, the delivery riders they're always in a rush. They can't wait for the customer to come out of the door, have them sign the packages. Unlike here, they really our delivery servicemen have the time to stay, wait for the customer to ensure the proper delivery. In the US, that's not the same. So that's not DHL's fault. That's just how their economy, how their logistics there are set up. But yeah, we never really had a problem, and if we did, it's probably not even their fault.
Okay.
Lovely, ganun pa complex ang operations kasi natin no? Na, Philippines, maaaring ganito yung condition natin, pero sa other countries, maraming factors yan. Regulatory, or even yung mga paano nagre-receive yung mga consignees, no? US, for example, sa US, most of the time, during the business days, pag nag-deliver ka, walang tao dyan, no? Na magre-receive. So, iba-ibang kondisyon, yun din yung complexities na ina-adjust namin as a business, no? Depende kung ano yung local situation. And we make sure na, business as usual yan at hindi nagkakaroon ng impact sa customer.
Yeah.
Pero good thing naman na walang masyadong experiences si Sir Cameron when it comes to parang irate na customers, may problem sa delivery. Pero Sir Eric, in the worst case scenario, let's say, syempre ang naridinig lang natin is perspective ni Sir Cameron as a business owner ngayon. How about naman for customers na parang, let's say, may problem sa item, they, just in case lang, no, na how is it applicable naman for the customer's perspective na reliable din tong provided logistic service na pwede ba siyang mag-return just in case may problem? Mahirap ba for them o mas complicated ba pag nag-return? May ganun po bang service na efficient din for DHL and for MSME owners na makukuha ko din naman yung item ko just in case may problem si customer?
May mga e-commerce customers kami, no, kasama doon sa service nila na pwede nilang ibalik yung shipment, yung order nila kapag hindi nag-fit. For example, may mga clothing company, no, nagre-rely lang sila doon sa sizes na nakikita nila sa website, no. Tapos,
Yes.
Sila, di ba? So pag nag-order, hindi kasya, meron kaming return shipment program na kapag hindi okay sa'yo, merong return or we bill yung mga pinapadala namin, tapos isi-ship back nila dun sa shipper. No? So, nagagawa namin ng garong arrangement kasi we recognize na sa e-commerce business, merong mga talagang return shipment dahil, for various reasons. Una nga dyan, hindi nag-fit, hindi na gusto yung kulay, o hindi ito yung kulay na in-order ko. No? So, may mga programa kami in recognizing that business requirement. May mga return to shipment process kami na ginagawa, no? So isa 'yon sa mga e-commerce. Meron din naman kaming tinatawag na return to origin. For example, nagkaroon ng problema sa nagpadala, tapos may na-charge ng duties and taxes, ayaw bayaran ng consignee, babalik 'yun dito, no? Ang sinisigurado namin, we do it right the first time, no? Tinuturuan namin yung shipper na kapag nagpadala ka rito, ito yung requirement, ganito yung declaration, kailangan complete yung requirement doon sa paperwork. Kasi yun yung numero uno nagiging dahilan kaya nahuhold yan doon sa kabila at ibinabalik sa origin. No, dahil mali ang declaration. Or sometimes jewelry or high value na i-declare lang na $1, no, para makameno sa duties and taxes. Hindi pa pwede 'yon. Dapat i-declare mo talaga kung ano yung true market value. Tapos kung halimbawa medyas yan, made of cotton, something like that. Dapat full description din siya. So para pagdating sa kabilang side, pag binasa ng customs, okay, tama yung declaration, description, tama yung value, release. So, yun yung mga tinuturo namin sa SME. Nakaramihan nagiging, admittedly may mga problema, pero it's just a matter of educating them, creating awareness para maiwasan tong hassle na to. Kasi pag bumalik yan, doble-doble gastos. Tapos babayaran mo pa pagbalik yung duties and taxes pagbalik dito. Sakit sa ulo. So, kaya we make sure that we do it right the first time dun sa mga customers natin.
May tanong lang ako, sir. Yung pag nag-return to origin, kaninong charge yun kay owner? Or
Tina-charge namin yun sa So, yeah. So, kaya doble gastos yan kapag masakit.
Sir Cameron, may na-experience na po ba kayo na difficulty when it comes to order fulfillment? Kayo po ba, parang bilang first-time business owner, kayo, ano po yung experience nyo, nahirapan ba kayo? Parang, baka kasi meron tayong mga listeners na, naku, baka di ko maintindihan yan, ang daming proseso, ang daming fill up. Paano kayo nakapag-adapt on that skill na hindi nyo talaga alam ever since?
Actually, yung personality ko kasi, ay ginagawa ko muna bago ko isipin.
Try and try.
Yeah, so like may bigla ako mag-jump in sa mga bagay-bagay, and then mag-a-adjust na lang ako pag dumating na yung problema. At least I got started. As for yung mga issues about yung mga shipping, no. One, you have to choose the correct carrier for you and for your type of business. Nag-specialize kasi mga iba-ibang carriers into ano yung dapadala mo. Like example, some shipping carriers are more specialized in shipping pallets. Some carriers are more specialized in shipping like electronics. Before, I used a shipping carrier. They made me fill up maybe 6 pages of paperwork kasi it contained parang for them you have to write it down if it contains a battery. For DHL naman, ever since they really streamlined the process, as in wala ka na kailangan isipin, i-print mo na lang yung label. They minimized yung amount of load na as a business owner to think about in packing, shipping the products as papadala sa customer. So you really have to choose yung shipping carrier mo. You have to choose one that's best fit for you, best fit for your product. And if you find one and that's enough, you solve half the problem. Yung problem na lang is between you and the customer.
And follow-up question lang, Sir Cameron. When you said to find the best fit carrier for you, what were your personal considerations in finding the perfect logistics partner for you? Para rin magka-idea yung listeners din natin.
Okay. So to let the listeners know, first, sinolve ko muna yung hinalap ko muna ano yung pinaka-problem ng customer. For custom controllers kasi it's speed. It's speed and reliability of the company delivering the product. So I look for a company that specializes in 2 to 3 day delivery, 4-day delivery. Hindi na lumalampas ng more than a week. Kasi some companies, they charge a little bit lower, no? Pero their shipping times is double, maybe triple pa. Sometimes the package never arrives at their doorstep pa. Minsan hold pa sa local customs ng country of destination. So first you have to look into that. For my industry, especially most of my customers are North Americans. With the rise of Amazon, and the rise of instant gratification, kailangan ko talaga maghanap ng shipping carrier na who's able to deliver that same speed, same satisfaction as if customers would order from Amazon. Kasi kahit malaki sila, maliit lang ako, parang medyo direct competition pa kami kasi si Amazon yung nagsaset ng customer expectations, and then we have to adjust to that. It's not ideal, pero that's the world that we live in. So we should strive to solve those problems, and there are a lot of options in the market for you to choose which shipping carrier. Pero ako, kasi I value speed and reliability, so I'm willing to pay an extra premium naman on that, to make sure that my customers are happy and bring more business in.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Siyempre, gusto nila pagka-click nila as much as possible. The next day nga, nandiyan na eh. Correct naman, Cameron. Sir Eric, na-mention ni Sir Cameron na yun nga gusto niya for him, mabilis. Pero, one other thing, ako naman bilang isang customer na nag-online shopping, meron kasing mga insurances, may mga ganun po ba? For the packages na dinideliver, may ganun po ba ang system si DHL?
May option ang shipper natin na mag-opt-in for an insurance, no? So, pag magpapadala ka, merong tick box lang yan doon sa tool namin na ititik mo lang yon for an shipment insurance. Mako-covered na yung kung magkanong value ang dinideclare mo, mako-cover yon, no? If there are some losses after investigation, makita namin na may fault ang network, then i-grant namin yon insurance na yon kapag nag-tick yung customer. So may option tayo binibigay niyan sa customer. Additional peace of mind din yan, lalo na yung mga high value shipment, no? Pero lovely, gusto ko rin pick upin yung point na binanggit ni Cameron, no? Tungkol doon sa competitiveness ng transit time. Tama siya doon eh. Marami tayong mga Filipino products na magaganda. So ang tanong lang, ang kompetisyon kasi natin normally nanggagaling lang within the US, no? Like si Amazon na yan. Pag nag-order yan, may option yan na overnight, 2 to 3 days, gano'n. Pero normally, ang shopper sa US, nag-o-op yan ng mga 3-4 days eh. So, nagiging competitive tayo, nag-shopping ang mga US consumer, na yun yung idinudugtong natin yung order from Asia to US na 2 to 3 days na di-deliver natin. Yun nga yung instant gratification. And meron kami mga customers na nagugulat na okay, mukhang mas murang mag-order pa rito sa Asia, competitive yung transit time, so why not mag-order na lang ako dito sa website na yun? Kasi experience ko would be the same, no? In terms of receiving my package. And at the same time, competitive din yung nagiging pricing. So, yun yung binibuild namin sa mga SMEs, no, dito sa atin, na we will connect you to the global market. Basta paigihin nyo lang yung produkto nyo, no? Product development, yung fulfillment, no? And then also yung marketing nyo. And then the rest, kami na mag-handle nun. And we will create yung world-class combination ng transit time at saka ng produkto. So, yeah, pinick up ko lang yung point na yun kasi marami rin kaming mga customers na ganoon din ng feedback eh. Na nag-worry sila before, pero pag nag-work with us together, nagiging competitive sila sa global market.
Okay. Sir Eric, nabanggit niyo yung tracking. Kasi for the clients, pwede nilang i-track yung order, di ba may number na napo-provide. Pero hindi kasi namin alam kung ano yung point of view ng supplier, ng business owner. Meron din ba silang way to track every order? May system ba sila?
Yeah. Yun yung malaking investment na ginagawa namin ngayon, yung automation. In creating yung visibility end-to-end. No? So ang is one way is may track every package na pinadadala natin. May tinatawag tayo airway bill. So sa airway bill may barcode yan na every step of the way ini-scan yan ng operations, no? Mula sa courier, lahat ng dadaanan yan scan yan para makita yung journey ng package. Makikita yan ng customer kapag meron lang silang airway bill number, itatrack lang nila yun sa website, whether it's sa computer nyo or even sa mobile phone nyo, sa mobile app, matatrack nila yan in real time. Makikita nila kung ano yung status ng shipment, kung nasa na. At meron din doon advice kung kailan at anong oras madi-deliver sa kanila yun. So, real-time visibility meron tayong pinoprovide sa customers.
Pero si Sir Cameron, pero pwede niya din matrack isa-isa per delivery. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Sir Cameron, nabanggit ni Sir kanina, no? Yun nga, meron silang mga initiatives din or yun nga, mabilis na processing, ganyan. Sir Cameron, apart from yung mga fast delivery, meron pa ba kayong na-experience na challenges or barriers when it comes to managing yung customer expectations? Like, yun nga, sabi nga, gusto nila mabilis. Meron pa bang iba when it comes to order fulfillment? May iba pa bang hinahanap mga customers?
Actually, when you think about it, parang yun lang talaga yung pinaka-hurdle ng customers for business for small businesses like me. Just to be able to fulfill the order within your specified time and mabilis makarating sa kanila yung other than that, wala namang masyado. Yung magiging pinaka-hurdle na lang is between yung business owner and the customer. Kumbaga, yung third-party logistics, the one that's connecting the business and the customer, connecting the product from the business to the customer, it's pretty straightforward naman siya. I don't think there's any more problems with that, especially now. I think ang kulang na lang is next day shipping, no? I think yun na lang yung kulang.
Perfect world.
Kaya yun, pag Asia. Pag
Asia, kaya.
Kaya yun.
Pag North America na lang, yung next day or 24-hour shipping, I think yun na yung pinaka-groundbreaking, but I don't think it gets any shorter than that. So, logistics side, kumbaga yung whatever logistics we have now is the best we've had ever. So it makes starting up your own business, starting up your own e-commerce a lot easier than ever before. And then especially for us Filipinos, no, hindi natin naiisip yan na hindi natin naiisip as Filipinos na parang pwede tayo magbenta internationally. Ang niisip lang lagi natin is locally. Pero ever since nag-start ako start yung HYPR, no? Ever since I started HYPR, unti-unti ko na-realize na the next Filipino can do yung ginawa ko. It's honestly hindi siya something super special na parang kasi may technical knowledge ako, gamer ako. Actually, wala akong technical knowledge when it comes to with this. Yung course ko ng college wasn't even business, it was economics. How boring, no? So yeah, yung presence ng companies like DHL sa Philippines makes the world smaller, meaning madali lang ma-reach every single country in the world. Actually, sometimes nahihirapan ako na i-wrap yung head ko sa nangyari the past few weeks. Nakapagpadala ako sa Kazakhstan and nakapagpadala ako sa Nigeria and I forgot what that country is. Nasa along the along the Florida Keys. I forgot kung yung name of the country, but it was Saint something. I've never heard of that country before, pero nakapagpadala na kami doon.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah,
So,
so it's
hindi nyo na foresee na aabot kayo sa ganun.
no, actually hindi talaga. And parang kasi yun yung main, kahit ako, yun yung na-experience ko when starting the company. Sabi, paano ko ipapadala ito? Tapos magkano naman pabayaran ko? Makakarating ba sa customer? Paano if dumating tapos sira, tapos kailangan nila ipabalik sa akin? Yun yung mga una ko nung na-experience. Pero hindi ko na-experience, sorry. Yun yung una kong nakitang potential na problems until I actually dove into it and saw how easy it was to ship internationally. Akala ko parang parang ka nagbebenta lang rin sa taga Laguna, taga Valenzuela. Parang ganun lang siya, parang literally para magbo-book ka lang sa app mo, magbo-book ka sa Grab, magbo-book ka sa LBC online. That's the same process for shipping international. So I highly encourage small Filipino business owners to look into this opportunity.
Okay. Sabi mo, Sir Cameron, parang what you're experiencing now, parang this is the best ever when it comes to logistics service. Pero as a business owner, maganda rin na kasama natin si Sir Eric ngayon, no? How do you see the logistics sector improve in the future? Parang where are the other needs pa? Parang to be bigyan ng solusyon para sa mga yun katulad niyo na business owner. What are their parang rooms for improvement pa?
If you ask any business owner naman, ang laging sasagot nila is, pwede bang mas mura?
Cost talaga.
Yeah, cost talaga. And wala namang blame rin sa company yun kung bakit the cost is the way it is. It's not much, but you can't blame them kasi, fuel prices are all-time high. Maraming issues sa other countries causing diverted flights and stuff like that. So marami talagang things na you can't single out to a single company or an industry. So pero sa logistics side, I can't think of how it would better improve kasi I think this is running right now super optimally. Kung ano yung service nitong ngayon 2023 was way better than the one was 2021. I can't say the same for before 2021 kasi hindi pa ako business owner noon. But honestly, I can't see unless there's 24-hour delivery. Yun na lang talaga. Yun na lang talaga.
Yun talaga.
Ayun, Sir Eric, yan, kung kaya lang ni Sir Eric ang 24-hour delivery i-implement, Pero Sir Eric, what are the other ways na parang you can give assurance or parang help business owners when it comes to managing customer expectations sa order fulfillment? Yon, fast delivery, aside from that, meron ba kayong customer service? Paano how do you manage?
Okay. So, I think yung based on our experience, very important yung educating yung market, from the very start, awareness, educating. Kasi, yung logistics, maraming factors yan na involve along the way, buong supply chain, Ang malaking bagay diyan na kailangan malaman ng mga shipper at potential business owners are yung mga regulatory, So, meron kaming proactive approach na ginagawa, nagpo-post kami sa social media, we do this kind of webinars or nagkakaroon kami ng separate webinars to educate yung market while at the same time merong reactive, no? So kung ang customers gustong may malaman, doon, tama ka doon. Meron kaming customer service na pwede niyong tawagan. Nasa website namin yun. Or pwede niyong i-chat, no? So, alam niyo, napapansin namin din sa mga, lalo na yung mga batang kagaya nila Cameron, ayaw na nilang may kausap yan, voice eh. Gusto na lang nila chat, no? At
That's so true.
That's
kami ng
same.
ano dyan, di ba? Nag-create kami ng platform diyan para makater yung requirement ng market, no? Pwede kayo mag-WhatsApp, pwede kayo sa Messenger. So merong sasagot sa inyo na ano namin na customer service. And it's also combined with technology, no? May mga AI technology as well. But meron human touch, no? Kino-combine namin to kasi hindi namin pwedeng i-rely lang lahat sa technology. No, meron pa rin mga Pilipino na gustong, may gusto akong makausap na tao. So, may option din yan after the chat, i-convert din sa call. No? So, we are doing a lot of things na ever-changing yung market demand at we are trying to make sure na we are, in front na na-address namin yung market demand na yan. Bumabata ang market natin sa Philippines, so kailangan nag-adjust din tayo dun sa need natin. Nag-adapt tayo.
Yes, correct. Ayun ako. Dami na nating na-discuss for today. But guys, before we end, can we have parang words of encouragement lang for our listeners na medyo natatakot or na-intimidate pa, no? Kasi, okay naman ako sa physical store ko, may dumadating naman akong buyers. Bakit ko pa, hindi ko na maintindihan yan. Mahirapan na ako dyan. Can you give us parang how we can encourage them na, hindi, please try this out. Parang let's try to encourage our listeners na please check this service, baka hindi naman kayo mahirapan or mag-benefit din kayo. Let's start po with Sir Eric na lang muna. Then last si Sir Cameron bilang business owner din.
Yeah, I think kung pakikinggan nila itong buong session na to, marami silang na-pick up, lalo na coming from Cameron na isang business owner, no, yung actual experience niya. Yung sa amin, I would encourage yung mga SMEs natin na talagang subukan yung going out of the market outside the Philippines. Malaking market ang Philippines, no? It's a traditionally consumer market. In fact, yan yung nagda-drive ng ekonomiya natin because of the domestic consumption. But at the same time, wag natin limitahan lang dito sa atin. Mas maraming opportunity pa sa labas. At pag nilabas niyo yung produkto niyo, which I strongly believe na world-class yung produkto ng Pilipino, mas malaking opportunity na yung earnings niyo, yung profitability niyo, yung nabebenta mo, meron kami mga customers na nabebenta ang isang mug, for example, na gawa sa mga local materials ng 500 pesos, no, domestically. Pwede nilang ibenta yon ng mga $100, no, in the market. Why? Because unique. Hindi siya available sa market na yon. Western buyers normally go for some uniqueness, yung na pinoprovide ng mga produkto, lalo na coming from Asia. So, yun yung mga opportunities na pwede natin subukan, no? So, marketing, dyan magaling ang mga Pilipino. Facebook, Marketplace, Instagram, popost lang, dyan ang marami nagsisimula. And then later on, gumagamit na sila ng Amazon, eBay, etc. Or doing their own website, no? Kami naman ang magtutulong pagdating naman sa logistics, no? Nabanggit ni Cameron, na nagugulat siya na merong mga dinideliver sa mga Caribbean areas, Nigeria. And ito yung namin, I think this is yung networking strength namin. Now, we are connecting yung local market natin to the global 220 countries na even in some war-torn countries, tayo dyan, nagdi-deliver tayo. So, yun, I really highly encourage, pag-isipan natin yun, mag-aral, no? Create awareness, educate natin sarili natin, magtanong, maraming form na matutunan natin yan. Kasama na kami, pwede nyo kaming reach out in making sure na maging successful yung pagnenegosyo natin sa Pilipinas, no? So, yun lang, Lovely. Maraming salamat sa iyo sa pagkakataong ito.
Thank you, Sir Eric. And marami kayong points to ponder para sa ating mga listeners na naiwan. Ngayon naman, Sir Cameron, from your perspective bilang isang negosyante, no, how can you relate and encourage them to try to check out din itong mag-access ng logistics service?
Okay. I'd like to share now yung insights ko from owning a business for more than 2 years na. Owning an international business for 2 years na is the Philippines talaga is a prime location for online business owners, e-commerce business owners. Why? Yung geography natin, tayo yung pinakamalapit sa biggest manufacturing country, which is China. And then we have a lot of neighboring countries then that supply their own goods, Vietnam, Singapore, Indonesia. And yung geographical location natin is it allows us to order our parts, order yung mga supplies natin, yung mga ibebenta natin within 1 day. Kasi that's how close we are. And then secondly, besides yung sa geographic market natin, is yung yung culture natin is very patterned with Western culture. So it's easy for us to connect with American customers, North American customers, Europe, some European countries. It's easier for us to connect compared to other countries here in Asia. Kasi like it or not, we're very Western in culture, Eastern in values. So with having this option, a logistics provider like DHL, they make the world smaller. It's easier for us to reach customers, send products to them on the other side of the world. And then bilang naman as a business owner, here in the Philippines, we have the advantage actually compared to other countries kasi here it's easier to source goods, manufacture them, and madali rin for us to market ourselves as a business kasi marketing starts with culture. So it's easier for us to connect with our customers, potential customers in the Western regions. So I highly encourage young Filipino entrepreneurs to look into this opportunity because you'll be one of the very first, and I think this is going to be a booming industry. This is going to be a booming industry moving forward, maybe 5 to 10 years from now. So I want to encourage young Filipinos to get on the hype train and let's ride this and let's go to the moon.
Thank you, Sir Cameron. Nako, marami na naman tayong natutunan on customer expectation and order fulfillment mula sa ating mga panauhin. Again, maraming salamat sa inyo, Sir Eric and Mr. Cameron. Thank you for sharing your experience and expertise on digitalization. Naku mga ka-DigiTalks, see you again next episode for another educational and entertaining discussion on the latest trends in digitalization and how business owners can benefit from these new technologies. Also, don't forget to like and follow our DTI Facebook page and YouTube channel for the latest news for Filipino MSMEs.